I'm here at York Barbican. Joni's there in the background. There's Kai. Hello. Just about to go and meet diversity, so come this way.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Really appreciate it. I overheard the fact that how long has this show actually been in the making?
Oh, I mean, we've been trying to get to the stage for at least a couple of years. It's been pushed back and cancelled because of obvious reasons, but we're finally here. And honestly, it feels incredible to be back.
Tell us all about the show. What's it about?
Oh, I mean, this is a question. This is a question for Ash. I'm lying.
Whoa! Don't ask me that. Ask Ashley Banjo.
Ash, sell it, Ash.
You tried to do it dramatically, but you still just passed it off.
Yeah, I do.
Do you know what? It is something that's hard to explain without seeing. But in a nutshell, I ask a lot of questions of people and try to answer them in my own way about how we're all connected. So we start the show in a way where I say how many of us use the internet, and as you can imagine, the whole auditorium puts their hands up, and then you say, and how many of you actually know what it is? And
you got me there.
And it's really, and then it's sort of like, okay, and then we just start to dig into how incredible it is, the way we're all connected. And there's even one scene in the show where we explain a phone to somebody from 200 years ago, and we do it through spoken word. And if you actually think about how incredible our phones are and how much we rely on them on a daily basis, and you actually take a step back, it's mind-blowing. So we sort of just dip into the world of connectivity, and we ask questions, some superficial and some a lot deeper actually. And by the end it sort of culminates in this idea that we are connected on this deeper level, and as humans maybe we could do a little bit better with some of the rubbish we do in the world. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Is there a slot with Tim Berners-Lee in there at all?
Tim Berners-Lee?
Who's Tim Berners-Lee?
He created the internet.
Oh no!
Listen, but Tim Berners-Lee, he didn't create the internet.
Okay, that's good.
So the internet was created in like a series of stages. So you had like the code, and you had the first email, and you had all these different parts. But Tim Berners-Lee takes credit. But actually, Tim Berners-Lee didn't actually do the whole internet creation.
All right, you two.
Break it up.
Well, you wanted Tim Berners-Lee.
All right. Yeah, no.
Okay. All right. Who sent the first email? Who sent the first email?
Oh my God.
Easy. Justin Bieber.
But whereas the guy who sent the first email, wasn't he from the UK? Was he a British guy?
No, it was a woman.
Sorry, Harry Styles. No, Harry
Was it
Styles.
a woman?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Apparently, it was the Queen that sent the first one.
No.
Yeah. Talking about connectivity,
Really?
the first person to send a text message apparently was Ernie Wise of Morecambe and Wise.
Morecambe and Wise, yeah.
You see?
You guys not know that?
You lot are talking rubbish. You're talking absolute nonsense.
Me and Chris were literally there. I was like, put an emoji on the end. Do the emoji. And he wasn't going to do the emoji, and he did. It was weird. It was so weird. You had to be there, really.
Right, 2009, all the way back. BGT's got brand new series starting very soon indeed. What has the roller coaster ride been like for you?
I think that's the perfect way to describe it. It has been quite the roller coaster. I think when we first won 13 years ago, I was personally quite the cynical 16-year-old. My words were, listen lads, make hay while the sun shines. I never thought 13 years later we'd be here on a nearly 80-day tour, performing all around the country still. And there's been loads of ups and downs from other tours where you're selling out arenas for the first time to moments like a couple of years ago with the whole Black Lives Matter performance, to me and Perry presenting and doing things, to Ash being judges and doing everything on every TV show and overachieving and making me look bad and getting an MBE and stuff. No, I don't care. But it's been a crazy roller coaster of loads of really high highs and some things that haven't been so good. But yeah, man, it's been awesome. Loving it.
Pez, just send yourself right back to when you first joined, when you walked through the doors to the practice room when you were all there. Would you ever envisage this kind of thing happening?
Can we just quickly say this and just remind everyone, because people kind of know but they don't. When Perry first joined the dance studio, he was Diversity's water boy for the first 2 years. He didn't even perform with us. He just carried on towels and water.
Massive fan.
He was a big fan
of Diversity.
It's funny.
Wow. Yeah. I just kind of wormed my way in there. I did.
Never left.
I never left. I'm just here now. But they wouldn't change it, would you, boys?
Also, the image that we have water boys is quite hilarious. No one brought us water back then.
You used to carry towels around.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
How has the show been received so far?
Incredibly well, actually. I was a bit unsure how it might be received because it is something a little bit different for us, this show. But the responses have been unbelievable, and people have been saying they've laughed and they've cried, but interestingly they've also learned something, and it makes them ask questions. And as a creative, like, I can't really ask for any more than that, you know. Ironically, like, when people just connect with it, they don't just watch it, they sort of like really connect, and they leave going, wow, and then you put a seed of a thought in their brain. That's, what more can I ask for? You know what I mean? As a creative person, that's it.
So how did you get into dancing? I mean, obviously you said you're the water boy to begin with, and you were a fan. Why were you a fan?
Personally, I see because these boys were already dancing. You guys were performing in a shopping centre that I just happened to be walking through one day with my mum. Shoplifting. Shoplifting with my mum.
Mum, get a Jaffa Cakes, quick. Mum, get a Jaffa Cakes.
Wasn't stealing, guys. Don't send me to jail, please. Please, I don't want to go to jail.
Why did he actually had it? He went,
That's my past.
That's my past.
No, but that's where it started for me. Yeah, I was just walking past, had no idea that I even had any interest in dance whatsoever. But see the boys one day and thought, that's it. That's what I want to do. And now look where we are. It's crazy.
Phenomenal, really is. And I was speaking to the guys here earlier on. I first went to go and see a dance show about 10 years ago. Never been to a dance show whatsoever. And I went with no high expectations whatsoever, thinking, I'm going to be bored. Really, I'm going to be bored watching this, but I'll show my support. Halfway through, I was in tears.
Wow.
And absolutely amazed myself how emotionally connective you could be to dance. I just thought music can do that, but oh my gosh, I was so wrong. That dance is physical, it's sight, it's emotion, it's music, it's everything. Is that possibly the reasons why you do dance? Is that the reasons why you continue to dance as well?
Weird, I was waiting for the bombshell you said, and that was one of your first tours, but you didn't. I was really waiting for that. I was like, he's going to say it in a second.
That would have been a great way to bring it round.
Yeah, wicked.
He didn't work his way there. He was like,
you guys,
that
it's someone else.
Someone else's show.
Cheers, Chris. Cheers, mate.
We're here to talk about connecting. That's someone else's show made you cry. All right. But it is absolutely one of the reasons why. And one of the things about dancing is that unlike the other arts like acting or singing, it's got a sort of different timestamp on it, because our bodies can only move in such a way for so long. So you have to sort of change the way you dance and how you express. And I think dance as a sort of standalone thing is just really interesting. I think it can really move you in ways that sometimes other arts can't. But people think it's almost not as deep, but sometimes I think it can be more raw and more pure. It's just, I think it's incredible dance. I really do.
I couldn't agree more. I really couldn't. Listen, thank you so much indeed for your time today. Really do appreciate it. I wish you the very best of luck, because we've got, oh my gosh, 79 shows, so just under 80. You go to 34 towns, cities, loads of different cities across the UK, all in 4 months as well. You must be knackered by the end of it.
It's going to be tiring. It's going to be tiring. We're very excited.
One show at a time. One show at a time.
Absolutely. So thank you so much indeed. Before we break off, I would like to show you one of my dances.
Yes, please.
That we used to do during the 1980s.
Let's do it.
You can't remember that far back. Being the oldest in the room right now. So I'd like, if I may, show you how to do this particular dance. So what we're going to do is going to teach these guys proper dance. Of the 1980s. All right, now everyone can pick this really, really easy, okay? So, here we go. So follow me, okay? Yes, it's called the birdie dance. It goes a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and shake your bum, and then as you rise, you have to clap, 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 clap. Okay, so it goes... Now, if you'd like to mix it up, you can do it by clapping underneath your leg, and that leg as well. So it's... Right, bring out the group one. Let's do that. Bring them out. Give it up for diversity!
That was fabulous. Really, really nice guys. So down to earth as well, and up for the challenge as well. I can teach them a thing or two. Call it dancing? You do actually, you call that dancing. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you again in a bit.